Yes, hello guys and welcome, this is Elliot Splash with F1 2015 modded career mode, and we're at the Belgium Grand Prix, the Spa circuit, one of the most iconic tracks on the F1 calendar along with Monaco and Monza, and this is the second time I've recorded this video and edited it and commentated it because my damn stupid computer crashed while I was editing this video. Just recorded the commentary and it restarted itself, and then came up going, Windows has recovered from a problem. So I'm not exactly impressed, but I should know what I'm talking about because I've already said it once. So yeah, here we are making our way to the grid in a second after we check our race strategy, which is option prime. We're starting from the back of the grid as per usual. And yeah, I think Lewis Hamilton is on pole as per usual. And I'm sure Williams qualified ahead of him as well. Williams qualified on the front row. I went whoa. Sounded like Terry Wogan there. A lot of people probably won't know who Terry Wogan is, but yeah. So here we are, making our way to the grid. Here we are on the grid now, with Lewis Hamilton on pole, Valtteri Bottas in second place, and me in 20th place behind the two Marussias of Will Stevens and Robert Merry. So here we are on the grid now, waiting for the 5 lights to go out for this Belgium Grand Prix. And away we go, and it looks like we've had a dreadful start. I think I put the power down a bit too much and caused the rear wheels to spin up too much and get too much heat. But we're going to try and go around the outside of a few cars, as we almost went into Button there. That McLaren Honda is way back as we lose the rear end once again. And whoa, that's a massive crash. Almost got taken out by Perez. Almost T-boned him. That was a huge accident between Robert Merry and Perez. I'm sure Will Stevens got tagged as well. I'm not too sure, but I haven't got the replay for some reason. I lost the replay, so I can't tell you straight away what happened. But anyway, we're going to try and catch up to a bunch of cars here that are going quite slowly. I mean, I've been caught up in a few first lap calamities over the years, but that was one of the big ones. As we overtake Ericsson and then have some oversteer at the exit of the corner, and you can see there that Will Stevens definitely did get a shunt on his right side pod. Now we're going to try and go around the outside of Button again, and now we're going to try and overtake Alonso coming into this long sweeping corner. We drop down a gear. Oh, we didn't brake enough. We've gone extremely wide, and the curb sent us auto spinning. Great. Back down to 18th. And what's happened there? What the actual... Things I said there had to be edited out, but here we are, back, and we're at Monza, waiting for the 5 lights to go out in the wet, and lights out, away we go. And it looks like we've had a pretty decent start. That being said, we're around about a mile away from any other car on the circuit. Anyway, we're going to slow down very early into the first corner because it does bunch up quite a lot, and there is a lot of front wings that go missing in these first 2 corners on the chicane. As you can see there, Stevens was definitely pushing Perez off the track. We're still in 20th place. However, we might be able to overtake a few cars in the next corner. We're overtaking Merry round the outside, maybe Stevens as well, who's sort of pushing us over. Now we're going to try and overtake a few cars diving down the inside. Looked like a car there lost its front wing. I believe it was the Lotus, I'm not too sure. Now Kvyat's trying to overtake Ericsson, and I'm trying to overtake Kvyat. As we dive down the inside, just about overtake Kvyat, and we're now up to 12th place. Losing the rear end there was a bit of snap oversteer. That is caused by the loss of traction because it's in the wet at the moment. Anyway, we're on to lap 2 now. Kvyat is trying to overtake us, and whoa, what's happened there? Another crash? Who was that? That's surely a safety car. Must be. Lap 3, the stewards had definitely decided that it was needing a safety car, that the stewards wouldn't be able to clean up that debris. So the safety car's been deployed, and now we're slowing down, and we'll be bunching up into the pack behind the safety car in due course. Lap 5 now, you can see that the rain has subsided and we're waiting for the restart, and here we are on the restart now, and it looks like we've had a pretty decent one actually. We're just behind Ericsson, but we're picking up the slipstream now, and we should be able to overtake him before we get to the first corner. Looks like that move was pretty simple, yes. Maybe we'll get Alonso as well. Ooh, that's close. Go round the outside. There isn't enough room. I've lost a bit of time there trying to go around the outside. I just couldn't get the power down. Anyway, lap 6, my pit crew were telling me to come into the pits, but the track is definitely starting to dry. So I'm going to stay out for 1 or 2 more laps. I don't fancy putting on a set of intermediate tyres for a lap or 2 and then coming back in for a set of options or primes. So I'm going to use these worn tyres for another lap or 2 and just sort of risk it really that the track does dry out. Lap 8, I'm up to first place with everybody pitting. We've got Hulkenberg just behind me. I believe he's doing the same thing that I am, which is staying out and waiting for the track to dry out. Now in lap 8 the tyres are starting to overheat, so I think it is time for a set of prime tyres. I've gone for a set of primes purely because I'm going to see how long these prime tyres last on this green circuit. If they do last quite a long time, then we'll do 2 sets of primes instead of doing 3 stops with 2 options and 1 prime. Obviously because it's rained and we've had to use the intermediate tyres, we don't have to use both dry compounds. So we skip all the way now down to lap 17. My tyres have lasted around about 9 laps. I could have come in a lap later, but the pit crew were telling me to come into the pits, still in first place. Nothing really interesting has happened. I think that I gained that 15 seconds over the people that came into the pits twice has really made this race boring, I guess. There hasn't really been any action on track at all. I'm still lapping around about 1 minute 29 to 1:30s. The cars behind me are lapping 1:28 to 1:27s. And we've been overtaken by Hulkenberg, Massa, and I believe that was Vettel. So yeah, we've gone deep into the first corner. That might give Hamilton a chance to overtake us. Yes, he has. So we're now down to 5th place. So we're going to have to fight for our position. However, these cars I believe are on option tyres, a different race strategy to me. So they'll have to pit at some point in the next 5 laps. But we might have the run on Hamilton here. We're going to try and go down the inside. There we go. What a lovely move as we slid through the chicane there. And we're now up to 4th place. Lap 20, Hamilton is trying to overtake us. It looks like he's got DRS. It should be a pretty simple move for him. Yes, he's got the move done straight away. There's no way I can defend that. And we went a little bit wide into that corner there. And you can see how far Hamilton pulls out with the traction control through that Schumacher S, is what I call it. And yeah, it's just been an extremely difficult race on these prime tyres and on the intermediates to get any pace, because I did have a compromised setup, a wet setup. I thought it was going to rain longer than it actually did, but can't do anything about that now. But however, I believe all the cars are coming into pit now, so we're back into first place. Well, hey. So yeah, back into first, and we're around about 10 seconds in front of Sebastian Vettel. However, lap 27, Vettel's been chipping away at that 10-second lead that I had, and now he's right behind us on the last lap. Can he get a move done? Can we defend? It's actually got quite interesting as over the last few laps. I've just been seeing the time between us going down by a second a lap. Anyway, you've just about kept him behind us so far. He keeps on backing out of moves because the AI are just not aggressive enough. So they never try and outbrake you. You'll never once be outbraked by the AI. It looks like we've got the win done. It looks like I can't see us losing now. Saying that, however, look at Vettel. Look in our rearview mirrors. He's got an absolute huge amount of speed. Now he's got DRS. Can he overtake us? No, he can't. That was close in the end. I think the faster tyre strategy was 2 sets of options and a set of primes, but I've just about held on to the race win with 2 sets of prime tyres after the rain subsided after the safety car. But yeah, 2 races there in one video. Both could have been a lot better. The first one definitely could have been a lot better and not much worse. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. and I will see you guys in the next video. And yeah, that'll probably be dirt. I think I'll be uploading a dirt gameplay tomorrow, and then we'll do another Formula 1 video the day after that, if I can record another one. But yeah guys, I will see you in the next one. I will see you